Hello students, this is another concept under the first chapter, that is Introduction of Human Resource Management. I've already finished meaning, definition, features, objectives, functions of human resource management. This is a next concept, that is evolution of human resource management. Now, the pioneering work of Peter Drucker and McGregor in 1950s laid the formal foundation. Modern concepts of HRM has developed through following stages. See, now the human resources is a vast area of study. Earlier, how this human resource management came into an existence, what are the stages it has been passed, wherein now we have a modified or emerging trend as a human resource management. So let us see the various stages in the evolution of HRM, that is human resource management. Under that, first one is commodity concept. Okay. Before industrial revolution, the guild system was the beginning of personal management. Build was concerned with selecting, training, rewarding and maintaining the workers. Labor began to be considered as a commodity to be bought and sold. So how the labor are considered? The laborers are considered as commodity. Okay, they are considered as a goods. They used to like earlier industrial revolution in 1921 or 1950s time. So here laborers are used to be selected, trained, rewarded and maintained. But how they used to be treated? They are treated as a commodity. Laborers began to be considered as a commodity to be brought and sold. So this is what they used to convert or used to see as a human resource management, as a commodity, wherein they used to select, train, reward and maintain the workers, but they are brought and sold. So whenever they need, they are being purchased employees, and whenever they don't want, it is being sold. So this is how they used to treat the human resource or the personnel. Next is the factors of production concept. Employees were considered as a factors of production, just like land, material, machinery. So as you know that we have factors of production like land, material, machineries. Okay, 5 M's of management, that is men, manpower, material, machineries. All these are the factors of production, but laborers are also being treated as the same one of the factors. Like land, we need to start the business, machinery need for production, materials need for production. Like that, laborers are needed to do the work. So this is how they were treated. They were not given like now all the facilities are treated as an asset. Now it was not like that. They were being treated as a factors of production. Tailor scientific management states proper selection and training of employees so as to maximize productivity. Even that in that period, you have 14 principles of Taylor's, okay, wherein he has stressed upon the human resource management, where he has given scientific management, wherein he has stressed that there should be a proper way of selection and training the employees to increase the productivity. Only they were being treated as a product, or they are being treated as a commodity, and they have been treated as one of the factors of production. Okay. The next concept is trade union concept. Trade union, you know, the paternalistic concept or trade union concept. In the paternalistic concept, employees organized together on the basis of their common interest and formed a trade union to improve. So why the trade union was came into existence? To look after the interest of the employees. Okay, so that if employees are being unjustified, they will get justice for their work, and as well as for anything they do in the institutions. So a trade union was formed. It is a gathering of the employees together. Employees, a group of people, wherein they will bargain for the interest or the development of the workers. Now that was one of the stages wherein the human resources, the main concept, they used to be recruited, and there used to be a trade union was formed to what? Just to improve the common interest, or to improve the standard of living, as well as protect the interest of the employees. Also, the employer began to provide schemes to the workers. They are began to provide what schemes? There are various schemes to the workers, like what are canteen facilities, then their housing schemes, all these schemes will be there. So these schemes will be given to the employees. Employee assured a fatherly and protective attitude towards the employees. So employees, what they used to do is they used to protective, like now trade union is like a protective for them, because anything happens wrong in the institution, they can go against the management also with the help of the trade union. So that is a protective attitude of the employee. So these three stages were formed. That stages were passed by the HRM. That is, first it was treated as a commodity, then factors of production, then it was given little more importance about the trade union. And that time they've been treated as a protective attitude was there about the employee. They are not treated like commodity purchased and sold. No, their interest also being looked after through the trade union. Okay. Now next one is humanitarian concept. Okay. Humanitarian concept, it is based on the belief that employees had certain absolute rights as human being, and it is a duty of the employer to protect. See, they are being treated as a human beings here. It's not been a commodity or a factors of productions or anything. They are like a human. They have their own their interest, their attitude, their the way of doing the work. All these been taken, and even the problems what they face. So all these been looked after here. So that is what they are called as a humanitarian. That is, as a human being, everybody has their own way of thinking, way of speaking, the way of consulting things. So all is being treated as human relation concept. They are treated as a human relation concept. Okay. And now that is what they are not treated as a commodity. That is what it has been explained here. The next concept is the behavioral human resource concept. This is just an enlargement of a humanitarian concept. It aimed at analyzing and understanding the human behavior in the organization. Motivation, group dynamics, organizational climate, organization conflict, etc. became popular under this concept. Employees began to be considered as a valuable asset of an organization. Efforts were made to integrate employees with the organization so that the organization goals and employees' aspiration could be achieved simultaneously. Okay, so in the behavioral human resource concept, human beings are treated as an asset. Okay, they are dynamic asset. So they are very popular. They are valuable asset of an institution. Efforts are made to integrate employees within the organization, to bring the employees towards the organization. The importance were given for the motivation, group dynamics, organizational climate, organizational conflict, etc. Become very popular under this concept. Okay, so very popular in this concept was motivation, group dynamics, organizational climate, organizational conflict. So from when these things are given importance, it is sure that it is being treated as a human resource, is an valuable asset of an organization. Employees began to be considered as a asset wherein they have their own goals, ideas which they can put forward in the organization, which will be look after them. So they are not treated like a commodity which is brought and sold. They are treated like a human beings and as well as an asset. So motivation is done. Group, if there is any change in the attitude of and climate is also very important. In which climate they work, the working conditions, the people they work, how do they motivate them so that they give their best to the institutions. Efforts were made to integrate employees within the organization so that the organization goals and employees' aspirants could be achieved simultaneously. So it can be achieved or it can be gained simultaneously. So for that purpose, it is being looked after. Okay. Next is emerging concept. Emerging concept. Now we have an emerging concept wherein human resources are more valuable assets, wherein we protect them, we safeguard them so that our institution will be carried forward or will be look after only through the industries or maybe through the employees. So slowly and steadily HRM is emerging as a discipline. Now we have separate subject, not one one chapter we have separate concept. There is a specialization in HRM, so we can see that how the importance have been emerged, wherein the employees are treated an asset, their motivation, their recruitment, their planning, their selections, then training and development, then overall development of an employees, all these being looked after by the HRM or human resource manager. So there is a person all separately in the department called human resource manager. What he has to do is he has to plan, recruit, select, motivate, research and development. Okay, then look after the interest of the employees so that they can give best to the so this is what the various stages of human resource management. It begins with a commodity concept, factors of production concept, patternism or human resource trade union concept, then humanitarian concept, then behavioral human resource concept and emerging concept. Okay, so go through the concept, copy it in your notes. Thank you.